Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, man. What's going on, fellas?
You know what it is? Another Thursday, day closer to Friday.
Yes,
Right.
sir. As soon as it hits Thursday, I start thinking football.
Man.
Man, even though tonight's game is going to be ugly,
Right.
Yeah.
Just like last time them two teams played, I'm sure I'll probably turn it off before the half's over.
All right. Talking about tonight's game. Who y'all got?
Shit, Washington. I can't bring myself to pick the Bears again, not after last week. They got their coach probably gonna get himself fired tonight if what I hear is true.
they are terrible, man. They are absolutely terrible. I'm going with the Washington Sam Howells tonight. I expect them to win by 10 or more points. That's what I'm hoping for, at least in the betting aspect.
Yeah, I took Washington in a bet too. With -6, but I also took some same game parlays.
I did too. I did one. I did Washington to cover. I did Brian. What's his name? Brian. What's the running back's name? Robinson.
Brian
Robinson.
Robinson.
I
Yeah.
think I got him going 64 more rushing yards, and I got scary. But here's the kicker though, and I got Scary Terry doing 60 or more yards. But here's the kicker though. I need DJ Moore to at least get 49.5 yards receiving.
Mm.
Look, wait a second. I'm ready to pull this up because I want you to see it. I want you to hear this of one that I made earlier.
I made one up too. I got Washington covering. I got Robinson getting the first touchdown. And I got Scary Terry scoring anytime touchdown. And I got Cole Komet scoring anytime touchdown.
So I got the uh, Commanders to cover.
Mm-hmm.
I got uh, Brian Robinson Jr. for an anytime touchdown score.
Mm-hmm.
I got Brian Robinson over 64 and a half rushing yards. I got Scary Terry over 60 and a half receiving yards. And
Bro, I think we got the same.
DJ Moore over 51 and a half receiving yards. But then I took the under of the game at 44 and a half.
I think me and you got the same parlay.
That's
But I
crazy.
made two. I created my own, and then I did one that was already popular, and that sounds like the one you just said.
Nah, yeah, this one I created my own.
Well, man, it's close. It's very eerily similar.
And it's very doable for us to win.
DJ Moore, man, I don't know, man. That's the one that kind of worries me is the DJ Moore thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, they got to throw it to somebody. So,
Yeah, they got to throw
yeah,
it sometime, right?
Jones took Washington as well. So,
Well, since we all took Washington, that means probably the Bears are going to win.
I hope not.
Mhm. I don't know, man. The Bears are bad enough. I
I
don't see
don't,
it happening.
I don't know who this is, but love you
It's
It's
too.
got
got
to
to
be a
be
Bengals. It's got to
Willie
be a Bengals
Mays.
fan.
Probably, I'm gonna guess Willie Mays.
It's got to be a
There's
Bengals fan.
Kent.
Got to
There's
be.
Kent. Man, we gotta liven up a little bit. Ike, you sound like you're coming down with a cold. My fucking
Man,
voice is about gone from yesterday. I don't know that I can get much louder, but we sound like Bill
I'm
Nye the
hurt, man.
Science Guy over here, probably about to put our viewers to sleep. How y'all doing today, man? What's up, boys?
Chilling, man. Hey, Willie, Adam Kent, who day, baby?
Who are they? Who are they?
Who day?
Who
The
are they?
juju continued this weekend. Hey man, I don't know what the damn manager. I was screaming that in the stands because Barrios used to pitch for the Twins last year. And I know we on an NFL show, but not to get too off topic. But yeah, man, he'd only allowed 3 hits and a walk through 3 innings, and they pulled the dude as soon as he walked somebody. And I was like, And apparently, from listening to the radio today, it was planned or analytics. But see, man, that's why you can throw that shit out the window in the playoffs, man. You got to play with the
I
feel of the
hate
game.
analytics. I think analytics is good for football, but not baseball.
Man, we started doing stuff like we pulled the kid from Florida. We pulled Wallner from left field to match up righty lefty or some shit, and I didn't agree with that either. I mean, now of course we went on to win the game, so I won't complain too bad. But
Yeah,
yeah, man,
but
it's definitely changed the game now. There's a
Hey,
a
Drew.
lot of substitutions going on. What's up?
Drew. You, Willie Mays, Hot Dog. Y'all can talk about baseball on the baseball show.
Hey man, I told you I keep it short. I told you I keep it short. Hell, I didn't even know we were live at first until I started seeing the comments come in.
Yeah, you know, Willie, he a big baseball guy, man.
Man, he was a hell of a player from what I understand, what I've heard about him.
Yeah, he was an animal. Had to end up being good at something. Nah, he was pretty good at basketball too.
Just an athlete. Okay.
what game?
yeah.
What game
He
we
just
got
say-
next, Ike?
He just say very smart. Before we go into the next game,
What's the standings, man? I gotta see
I'm
how
great. I'm great. Throw it up.
Yes, it does, Adam Kent.
Just don't know.
No, it don't, because no, I'm gonna dispute. I'm gonna end this right now. The Cowboys beat the Giants 40-0. The 49ers beat the Giants 30-12. Does that mean we're better than the 49ers? No.
Yeah.
Next
I
question.
did that with somebody last week too. You can't go off like games.
I had a good week.
I'm still sitting out. Lead dog. You gotta put that lead dog like they have on the show above my name, man.
Hey man,
Like they had on NFL.
I'll take 11-5.
If this continues, that picture has to change at the end of the year. Is my only request.
It's gonna stay the same forever.
Man, they got me bad on that one. I can't remember what game I lost that bet off of, but yeah, that was horrible. Shout out to Mikey Johnson. Him and Mike Riley got that together for me.
Well, we'll talk about that game when it comes to it. I'm not gonna waste any valuable airtime on the Bengals and their 1-3 record.
Next up, man, we got the early morning game on Sunday. We got Jacksonville Jaguars and Buffalo Bills.
I bet this one's a wash. I'll go first.
It's definitely.
I can't pick Jacksonville off of what I've seen this year. I mean, there is talk they might have that slight edge. They've already been over there for a week. Time constrictions and stuff aren't going to affect them as much. So slight chance for them, I guess, but not much in my book. The Bills have got it rolling, man. Josh Allen looks like the early season MVP thus far, as much criticism as I like to give him. I definitely can't. Him and Diggs and them boys got it rolling. Sad to see Trey White out for the year. He's one hell of a quarterback. So interesting to see how their defense will bounce back from that. Some opportunities for Calvin Ridley this week. But yeah, I definitely got Buffalo at least by a touchdown, if not 10.
I agree with Drew. I had a huge parlay last week, and part of it was I did the over/under. I was scrutinized on the show for doing the over. It went way over, but I did pick the Dolphins to win. That was a huge mistake. The Bills have made us forget how bad they looked week 1. Jacksonville, in my opinion, has been the biggest disappointment in the NFL so far.
No.
Who?
Disappointment.
The biggest disappointment?
Who is
got
that?
to be the Giants, bro.
Right? No, biggest disappointment is right here.
Or the Bengals, yeah. The Bengals have been very, very disappointing.
They freaking went to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
That's big.
Right. It's still
one
early.
of the biggest disappointments is
now,
been the Jaguars.
Jacksonville's right after them, in my opinion.
I put the
because
Giants
I had high hopes for
but
it's still early.
I had Trevor Lawrence being top 5 in MVP voting, and that's not happening.
Teams can flip that
I'm
switch.
I'm going Buffalo by 10 or more. I think Buffalo puts it on them.
Yeah.
Me and Jones both got Buffalo as well. I need Buffalo to cover. I got
Yeah, y'all betting boys now. I keep forgetting this. So
yeah.
I'm stuck.
Hey,
I'm
I've won
stuck
a
in the
little bit of
state with
money.
casinos, but no sports gambling. Make that shit make sense.
I won almost 400 on Sunday off the Niners game.
Okay.
I won
Next
about
up,
450 off the Michigan game last Saturday.
this game right here was had me going back and forth. It's the Houston Texans at the Atlanta Falcons.
I'll go first.
Yeah,
This was
I'm
easy for
still
me. I'm
going back
taking the
and forth
Houston
on it.
Texans. I like what they're doing right now defensively. C.J. Stroud looks like the rookie, the NFL offensive rookie of the year. He's really impressed me. He's got two very solid receivers, young receivers that people don't know about. So right now, I'll take Houston in the win.
Who you got?
Man, I'm still teetering on this even as we're sitting here. I don't know if I won't go back and change my thing on the pick 'em. I try to go off that as much as possible. Very early, I picked Atlanta just because of the home field advantage. I have zero faith in Desmond Ridder as a quarterback.
Terrible.
And honestly, like Hot Dog said, I really do. C.J. Stroud right now is the offensive rookie of the year candidate. Nico Collins and Tank Dell got it rolling down there. DeMarco's got the defense playing well. They could end up being a sneaky team, man. But you know what? I'm gonna stick to what I did on the damn pick 'em, man. Give me Atlanta, and don't ask me why.
All right, with Jones.
And to answer whoever's question down there, I can't remember right now who the Eagles play this Sunday, but Jake Ferguson's good for about
Eagles got
7
the
to 8
Rams.
catches a game.
Yeah, we got the Rams. Daniel.
Jake Ferguson's good for 7 8 catches a game. He's a high PPR guy. I like him a lot. And it doesn't look like Jalen's really going to Dallas a lot so far this season.
No,
I don't know
they're
why.
talking about trying to integrate him more into the offense, and that that it's not by design, and that their offense still is, very much involving him. I'm with you on that one, Hot Dog. I definitely expected more from him this season. And it's not that he's not producing when the ball comes his way. I mean, he made a hell of a catch in the Washington game. It's just the opportunities aren't there for him. So I'd have to go with Ferguson, man, just based off of that. Now, if Dallas Goedert has his coming out game this weekend, please don't kill me.
Yeah. I would say if you got a different option, I'd go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But Jones also took Atlanta. I'm with you, Hot Dog. I'm taking Houston. I like what them boys is doing here. There, them young fellas is playing some ball. Atlanta, they're trash. Ritter is terrible.
Yeah, he's awful, man. This might be the game you see him hit the bench. I don't know, but I don't know who their backup is. I'd have to ask. Drew, I know a couple Falcons fans.
I mean, Hot Dog, I think you posted this earlier.
It's Taylor Heineke.
Oh, really? Well, shit, I'm surprised they didn't pull
Taylor
the
Heineke.
plug on Buddy yet. Yeah, he's definitely – this could be the weekend y'all see him get the hook if he plays like he did last week.
Hot Dog, I think you posted this earlier, but free Kyle Pitts and Drake London, man.
Free them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm definitely going Houston. Next up, we got the Carolina Panthers at the Detroit Lions.
Oh, this might be the blowout of the week.
This is the easy one. Lions. I'm sure we're probably
Lions by double digits
on this one. And you know what's funny though is this would be the one that they'll fuck around and drop. This will be the one that the Lions will slip up on and become the Lions again.
You know what's funny, Drew? I don't know if you remember last year, the Lions were rolling, and all they had to do pretty much was win out against a bunch of weak opponents and get in the playoffs. They went to Carolina like week 15 and got their butts kicked.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening this week.
So hopefully they better remember it.
It ain't happening. I don't think it's happening this year, but it was just funny how that happened last year.
And they got Jameson Williams back, I think, this week.
Yeah. And he's been talking some mess too coming out. So they should, but I don't foresee him losing, but you never know in the NFL, man.
You never know.
See, the problem is he was lying to us, and he met up with old girl afterwards, and then she done gave him the herpetogonosyphilis. He's held up in a hole somewhere.
Hey, man.
Before we get rumors started,
do you know who I am?
When he said almost made me pull that thing out.
When I went back watching the videos, Hot Dog's facial expression had to be one of the best parts of that whole. He was just like,
killed me all the way up. Man, this next game was another one that I was on back and forth with.
Yeah.
But it's the Tennessee Titans at the Indianapolis Colts.
This one was hard for me.
It's hard for me as well.
I agree, Drew. I don't know. Y'all go first.
I tell you that Jones is taking the Colts. I'm gonna roll with Tennessee.
Okay. You really can't go. This is a toss-up. I guess because Jonathan Taylor is, he's back at practice. He's off the PUP list. All indications are that he'll play Sunday. I don't know how much, but that can only help. They're supposed to have Richardson back. The Colts have been playing some decent football, man. They haven't been blown out. They haven't been as bad as we all thought they'd be so far this year. So getting a player like that can only help them back. I'm going to say that, and being the home gives them the shot in the arm they need to get past the weak-ass Titans.
Did y'all notice last week they were down 23-0 and came back and forced overtime?
I thought last week was the week they were finally about to get their ass whooped.
Man, they were down 23-0 and they came back and forced overtime and let them drive down the field, first drive in overtime. That's just crazy. Man, I want to pick the Titans because of that huge dominant win they had over the Bungles last Sunday, but you know what, man? Forget it. I'm going with Tennessee. I'm going with Tennessee. I don't care. I'm going with Tennessee. Don't ask me no more questions. Don't ask me why. I'm just going with Tennessee.
I feel you.
Next up, this to me is probably going to be the blowout of the week. But it's the New York Giants at the Miami Dolphins. And I can tell you, I forgot about this game. With Miami dropping the ball last week, I think this week they bounce back. Their offense explodes and goes crazy. Give me the Dolphins in a blowout. And Jones took the Dolphins as well.
Give me the Dolphins by 2 or more touchdowns.
Yeah. And the only thing I will say is that, the Jets have made quarterbacks look very average so far this year. They do have a very legit defense, Zach Wilson looked somewhat all right last week against the Chiefs. So, I'm not going to give it the pushover that it deserves because I think maybe there's a couple things we're forgetting about. So don't be surprised if the Jets sneak up and make a good game. But yeah, I got the Dolphins.
Hey, man, you got the wrong team, man. You got the wrong New York team.
What you talking about?
The Giants, not the Jets.
Oh, well, shit.
It's the Giants, not the Jets. It's the Giants.
My bad. I thought she was talking about my bad, y'all. Move on. Yeah, the Giants are trash.
Yeah.
It's that Philly Eagle brain he got going on, fellas.
Man,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know why I swore I heard Jets, but
next we got the Saints at the Patriots.
This was tough too.
Not to me. I'm going Patriots.
I'm surprised to hear anybody going Patriots.
Man, the Patriots looked real bad last week.
I'm still going Patriots. The Saints looked bad
Who
as well.
starts? Who starts for the
I'm
Patriots this week? Have they said? Are they
No,
starting
Mac
Zappy or are
Jones.
they starting Jones? Because they benched Jones during the game last week.
Well, that game was over with.
Didn't they? Well, I see. I didn't watch it, so I couldn't. I don't know if they benched him, before or
The
after
game
it was
was
over.
the game was well over. I'm gonna go with the Patriots because they're at home.
See, I went with New Orleans. They got that nice defense. They looked really bad last week against your Bucks in a game that a lot of people predicted New Orleans to win. So I think they get back this week and beat Patriots. I think there's just too
Not me.
much
I
going
picked the
on. I
Bucks
think
last
the
week.
Patriots are the Patriots are at a turning point right now, and I think they might be looking down the draft direction already. But they did go out and get J.C. Jackson this week from the Chargers too, so I don't think they're ready to throw in the towel just yet. But I don't know, man. I think that's a runaway
They
train
had
on
their
its way
quarterback,
down.
Drew. They had their quarterback. They let Malik Cunningham go.
Oh shit! Hey, you and I know, man. That man ain't worth a quarter either.
He's terrible.
I don't
Absolutely
know.
terrible.
I like Zappy. Him being a Western Kentucky boy. I hope he gets the start this weekend, or was hoping he would get the start this weekend. Yeah, man. I think they're going to start playing for next year real soon. So that's why I'm going with New Orleans.
Next up, we got the Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll let you go first, Hot Dog.
Oh man, this is. I'm taking the Ravens. I think the Steelers are absolute dog water. They are trash. They are dumpster fire. I just think the Steelers suck. I'm going with the Ravens to win this game.
Yeah, I got the Ravens as well. Kenny Pickett got hurt. I mean, not that he was that good, anyways. I thought once I told my
He's
boy was a
terrible.
Steelers fan, I said, "Well, now that he's out, maybe they'll win." But yeah, man, I haven't seen anything out of them to show me the confidence and the confidence we gave them week one to beat the 49ers. So yeah, give me. I'm going the other way, man. The Steelers ain't got nothing for me.
Yeah, me and Jones both took the Ravens as well. I do like Pittsburgh's defense. I just think they have to be on the
That's all
field
there is to like.
They have to be on the
Right.
field way too long because the offense is terrible. Give me Baltimore. I think the game will be closer than we think, but give me Baltimore. Next up, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at the LA Rams.
Man, this was kind of a I didn't know because I think Cooper Kupp comes back this week.
I think so.
So I mean, and the Eagles have been kind of flirting with disaster all season long. I mean, good teams find a way to win. I've been saying that about the Eagles, but I'm still going to pick the Eagles to win this game on the road. I still don't believe in the Rams yet. Give me the Eagles on the road.
Me and Jones both agree. We taking the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles. I won't waste a lot of time on it. A couple things for y'all. Eagles signed Bradley Roby the other day. So Bradbury will be moving back outside. Roby will be more likely
I didn't
taking
know
over the
that.
slot duties. So that should help bolster. A couple things that worry me about this game. We had Sam Howell looking really freaking decent. And I'm not going to say he's trash, but we had him looking a lot better than he was last week. Our secondaries concern me this year. Yeah, they've been injured a lot. But what watching the all 22 I saw was, Howell was looking our guys off, and we're really struggling with those bunch sets right now on the 3 wide receivers, or if you throw a tight end or whatever you want to do. Any bunch set we're seeming to struggle with because it's like we're having communication issues in the secondary. If we keep that up, there's a chance Stafford and Nakua and Cooper Kupp coming back, and Tyler Higbee coming over the middle could have a big day. So I won't completely write Daniel's Rams off, but yeah, give me the Eagles by 2.
I don't care what anyone says, Drew.
Fletcher
Scary
Cox is
Terry
out
caught
too,
that
by the
pass
way.
in overtime last week.
No, hey man, the only reason here's why he didn't. So your arm, once it's on the ground, is not part of the ground. It's still, if he used his arm to push him out, it's still the same way. So the very tip of his toe where he touched that was on the line, and it was
I
just on
saw a
that
little bit of
line.
grass.
That's, man, you saw what the Washington fans went and did after the game, man. When they showed that shit on the broadcast, he was just on the fucking white. So, hey, but like you said, we've been living on the edge, man. We keep on, it'll come back to bite us. Fletcher Cox is out this week. You'll get to see a lot more of Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. Also, one of my personal favorite, Milton Williams. I just don't trust the Rams enough, or Sean McVay enough to do what they'll need to do to beat us. But they will probably throw the ball 55 times. So unless we get to Stafford and get to him early and often, man, it could be a shootout.
Don't nobody care.
Yeah, it
Next
should be
up,
a good game for sure.
Next up, we got my boys. Who Day, baby, at Arizona Cardinals. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I was back and forth with this one as well. I was back and forth.
No, you weren't.
Yes,
No,
I
you
was.
weren't.
I really no, like for real.
You think Josh Dobbs and them boys are about to do what?
Hey
the
man,
Titans just
what
did?
I think is them boys actually been looking okay.
Yeah, they're not terrible.
And the Bengals been looking terrible.
Terrible.
And just because I do this every week, give me the Bengals. Who Day, baby.
You're ridiculous.
And Jones took Who Day as well.
All right, I took Cincinnati as well. You won't see me pick the Cardinals very much this year. Fuck Jonathan Gannon, and that's all I got to say about that.
You know what? I'm going with the upset. I'm going with Arizona at home.
I'm telling you, that's a good pick.
I mean, Josh Dobbs ain't looked terrible, man. Their defense is bad.
They got that one rookie receiver I really like. A lot of people aren't talking. I think his name's Mac Wilson.
Yeah.
He's
they
nice.
just prove to me just about every week, though, that they're not trying to win a game. If you watch them, you'll see them do some shit in ball games. Like they were trying to give y'all the game, hot dog. They weren't trying to beat y'all. They tried to give y'all that game 2 or 3 times.
Our quarterback is terrible. Our quarterback is terrible.
Next up, so everybody got Cincinnati except Hot Dog got the Cardinals, which is a good. I told you I went back and forth. But next up,
when I win this week, I'm gonna go back to this moment right here.
Okay, get that clip ready, Q.
Yeah. Next up, we got the New York Jets.
Yeah,
now we talking about the Jets.
I'm with you this time, guys.
New York Jets at the Denver Broncos.
Oh my God, this game is ugly.
Snooze fest.
Hey, if you're looking for a nap, now's the time.
Definitely a snooze fest.
Man, give me the Jets for every reason I said earlier. Give me the Jets. Defense plays pretty well. Russell Wilson ain't looked that great this year anyway. So give me the Jets, man. I don't even think this one will really be that close. I'm agreeing with the snooze fest, so I'm gonna say like 17-3 Jets.
I'm gonna take the Jets as well. Zach Wilson actually showed me something last week. I think they got screwed last Sunday night. I don't care what you Chiefs fans on this group page say. They got the Jets got cheated. I'm gonna pick the Jets to win this game. Nathaniel Hackett gets his revenge.
Me and Jones are both going with Denver.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was back and forth on this one. I definitely stayed away from this one and placing my bets. But I don't know.
Oh yeah.
The Jets offense. I need Brees Hall to go crazy, but I don't know. Snooze fest. I think Denver just pulls it out.
17-3.
I think Denver pulls it out. Maybe 10-7 or 10-6.
Hold on, baby. I'm busy. Hold on.
All right. Next up, we have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Minnesota Vikings. I'll tell y'all now.
Man, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Me and Jones both took the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs too. We won't waste
I'm
too much
taking the
time on this one.
Chiefs. I know they're a
However,
5.5 point favorite. I think they cover that and win by a touchdown.
I think the
Vikings walked into a win last week. Anyways, they got lucky. They should have got beat by Carolina. If Andy Dalton was playing, they probably would have
Agreed.
got beat. There, baby.
All right, so we all taking the Chiefs. Next up, this game right here, I could tell you in my bet, I took the over in this game. We have the Dallas Cowboys at the San Francisco 49ers. You know, of course, Jones is taking the Niners. I'm taking the Niners.
Yeah, he's a little slow.
I'm taking the Niners as well, though. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I just think the Niners' defense is a little better. So I'm going to roll with the Niners.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Niners too. I teetered and really did almost pick Dallas just because this is the kind of game Dallas wins in the regular season. Gets their fan base all hype, makes them think they're going to do something in the playoffs. You know, this routine. We see it every year. So don't be surprised if Dallas wins, but yeah, I got to take the 49ers. I can admit it. They've looked like the best team, most complete team so far this year. So I think they're up and ready for this game, and they've just seemed to have Dallas's number lately, so I don't see why that changes.
So I say every year the Cowboys win one game they have no business winning every year. They lose one game that they have no business losing every year. We've already had the one loss that they had no business losing. They're about to get the win they have no business winning. Give me my Cowboys in an upset on the road. My Cowboys are sick to death of hearing about the last 2 years. They're sick to death of losing to this team. This is the week they finally get the revenge and beat the 49ers. Now, I agree with everything y'all said. They're the most complete team in the league, but any team can lose any Sunday. Give me my Cowboys on the road. Deron Bland gets a game-sealing interception at the end of the game.
Man, y'all in love with Deron Bland right now.
I think Dak has at least 2 turnovers in this game.
2 fritters.
Hey, you know, my guy has the least amount of turnovers in the division right now.
He does. That's because y'all ain't asking him to do too much. First of all, who have
That's
y'all
okay.
played?
You know what? That's fine. You know
Number
what?
one,
That's the recipe we need to go with. That's the recipe we need to go with.
But this week is a week he's gonna have to.
The one turnover he did have was the one moment y'all needed him to do something all year, and he turned the ball over.
Like I said,
I rest my case.
Like I said, the recipe we follow is the one where we don't need to do too much.
And
the Cowboys.
This week is a week
y'all gonna need him this week.
You
gonna need him this week. So you know what?
We're gonna be all right. We're gonna win this week.
I hope Dak goes out there and has a 350-yard game with 3 or 4 touchdowns and no interceptions, and y'all win, so that y'all get all hype and stuff. Because it just makes it so much more fun come January when y'all lose.
Hey, no,
Hey,
no.
before we continue to the Monday night game, if history says anything, the Eagles have lost a lot more than we have.
Hey, if recent history has said anything, the Eagles have been in this position that y'all want to be in a lot more than y'all have. So next game.
Dak is 7-3 against the Eagles. Next game, all right.
You can have him regular season stats, man. Make an NFC championship game, Dak. My quarterback did that in 2 years.
I can tell y'all this. Tuesday morning when I get to work, I'm going to be well rested because I'm not watching this Monday night game.
Oh,
It's
God.
horrible.
The Green Bay Packers at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Who
Give me
comes
the
up with
Packers.
these primetime games?
I'm going to sleep. I probably won't watch a single second.
2 weeks ago,
man.
we had to watch the Steelers and the Raiders on Sunday night. Who's coming up with this crap? This is horrible.
Definitely
It's
horrible.
like at the early in the year, they get them legacy games or whatever the hell out the way. It feels like when they made this schedule, they thought Aaron Rodgers might still be in Green Bay, possibly, and the hype for him and Adams and whatever. But yeah, man, snooze fest of the week. I don't plan on watching very much of the game. I will just because I'm a fan of the game. At least keep my eye on it. Give me the Packers in this game, man. Devontae Adams is still questionable. I'm sure he will probably play. I do not know if Garoppolo will be back. Not that he gives them much help anyways when he is back. But as long as Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams do their thing, man, I'll be okay. But yeah, give me the Packers by, let me say about 3.
This is ugly.
Look, why you thinking about it?
But I'm with.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go. I'm with Drew on this one. I'll take the Packers as well.
I'm taking the Packers as well. For every reason that Drew said, give me the Packers. I think they're slightly better. It's going to be to me. I'm going to sleep.
Right.
Jones took the Raiders though.
Who?
Okay.
Oh,
I guess he's thinking Jimmy G's going to be back, and he's for some reason
Jimmy G.
He still loves Jimmy G. But before we get off here, I got a question to ask y'all. Going into week 5, if you had to choose right now, who would be your MVP favorite?
Favorite?
man.
Unfortunately, as bad as I hate to say it, Josh Allen.
I agree.
He's had one bad game. The rest of the games, he's literally tore it up. And now that other quarterbacks have gone in there and had a bad game, Pat Mahomes has not had a great year. I'm not saying he's had a bad year by any means, but he's not had a great year.
Well,
Jalen's been a little slow. Finally came on last week.
You know what? I'm a retract that. I'm not gonna agree. I think he's second.
What are you gonna put Parsons up there?
Nah, I'm going Christian McCaffrey.
Okay.
I know running backs don't get a lot of love when it comes to MVP, but gosh, man, what this guy's been doing is crazy.
It makes Brock Purdy's job super easy if he can just put a 5-yard dump off and it turns into a 55-yard touchdown pass.
Or you hand the ball off to him and he takes off, he explodes for 30, 40 yards.
If he stays healthy through a full season, which he is still yet to do in his career, they could be trouble. But see, I think they're going to get to a point where they're going to start
Drew, it's only a matter of time.
They're going to start worrying about it. You got to at some point.
Drew, it's only a matter of time.
Analytics. You want to talk about analytics in baseball. You got to use some at least injury analytics in football and get these guys, you got to get Eli Mitchell in there, get him some more touches. They can't keep going to him as much as they are every week or he will not make it through the rest of the season.
I don't care if they got beat bad last week. I'm going to go with Tua. Just to be the sake of being different, I'm going to go with Tua.
I don't know who Jones would say. He'll probably say Christian McCaffrey.
Nah, he'd probably say Brock Purdy.
He probably would. Who knows?
And I want you
Drew.
to document this for Daniel so that he goes off on his little Lamar's conversations or whatever. I am fully admitting that right now, his boy, that he can't do no wrong in his eyes, is the lead runner for MVP. Do I think he'll last the rest of the year? Fuck no. But right now, yeah.
I got a couple of college football questions for y'all. Drew, do we shock the world Saturday night?
You goddamn right, man. Go Bird or go Cards. See, I'm getting messed up.
Shock the
say
world.
Go Birds. You're right. Especially, I heard today some disrespect coming out of the Notre Dame camp. So I hope Jeff Brom's got that up on his bulletin board. And I expect the crowd to be loud and lively and back to the Louisville crowds that you and I remember.
It's already sold out.
Right, and see, back to the crowds that you and I remember. I hope there's a lot more red than green and gold in there for sure. I wish I was there, man. I'll be here. I'll be there next week, though. This time next week, I'll have to do the show up down there.
Y'all don't shock the world. Y'all lose.
We knew the bird.
No, I'm not. And it ain't even because I'm a Cats guy.
Are you all gonna show? Well, hold on.
We're not winning either. I hope we win. I hope we win. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
Here is my next question: do the Wildcats cover
the 14.5?
Yes.
Ooh, good question.
I think they do.
They very well could, man. Depends on what Georgia team shows up.
If Devin Leary can remember how to play quarterback, UK can give them a challenge.
And that's the thing, though, is they're going to play to stop our run. We're going to have to try to throw it. I just don't see, man.
That's a shame because UK right now has the best running back in the SEC, in my opinion.
Every year, man, we're looking good. We start looking good. And then we get to a team we think we're getting ready to have a chance to knock off a Georgia or Alabama, and we go out there and we get stomped out.
I just don't see. I don't think Georgia is the dominant Georgia they have been the last couple of years.
They're not.
I agree with that.
Honestly, this is the best group of receivers UK's ever had, in my opinion.
You're probably right there, too.
I think it was for you, Hot Dog.
You don't know football. We lead the nation in drops.
I bet it was about you talking about Devin Leary. Yeah. See, it was about Devin Leary. Yeah.
All I know, let me explain this to y'all. Last week, I needed this man to throw for 200 yards against Florida. He didn't even get to 70. He threw for 67 yards.
Well,
that's because
we was
Buddy
running
crazy. Dude ran for 200 yards in the first half.
Hey, man, I don't care if that man.
No, but
I don't care if that man had 400 rushing yards.
He will have to throw the ball this week. Georgia's not gonna let y'all run like that. Let's not get that twisted. Like
exactly.
I don't even know who it is that
shut down the run. Yeah, the first thing they're gonna do to y'all is shut down the run. So it's so Hot Dog's not wrong in saying that, because from the games that I've watched Devin Leary against subpar talent this year, no, he can't catch the football for the receivers, but he can also not put it in harm's way. He can also not hold it for 5 seconds while he's standing in the pocket waiting for these lower school rush defensive lines to get to him and cause him to, make a bad throw. So I've said it all year. I put him and Louisville's quarterback in the same bucket. They both suck.
It's my boy Crawford that's saying that.
Drew, Big Drew.
Uh-huh.
I love Big Drew, man. Hey, any of y'all on here, if you need the TV plug, you want to watch all the games, you want to watch all the fights, you want to watch every channel you can think of, even some shit overseas, and even some shit your mama and daddy don't want you to see, holler at Big Drew.
Man, hey, Drew, my guy, man.
Man, that's my boy.
Drew, I hope we win, man. You just know how it is every year, man. We got them one game where we think we getting ready to do something, and we end up getting smacked in the mouth. I hope it don't happen. I want us to win. I need us to win.
I'll say this: this is probably, as far as the rest of the way the rest of the conference look, this is y'all's best chance that I've seen in a long time for y'all to finish at the top of the SEC. So if you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to do it this weekend.
Hey, Drew, I agree, Drew, man. We got a puncher's chance. I mean, I hope it happens.
Hopefully he didn't hurt Hot Dog's feelings. No, I know Hot Dog probably just got as much as he talks about the cricket Wi-Fi, somebody probably got him back.
He ain't getting enough rewards points. His
His
reward points.
Spectrum rewards card ran out.
Nah, his is at Thornton's. He ain't got too many of them fountain drinks and ran out of points. Well, man, we go end the show there, man. Hopefully, I bounce back this week. Let me see how many games me and you got different.
Oh no, you closed the gap a little bit. What I'm only
we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 games different this week.
Close this weekend, bro. The gap could close this weekend. Let's see.
Let me see how many me and Jones got different. We got 1, 2. Me and Jones got 3 different. Me and Hot Dog. 1, 2, 3. Me and Hot Dog got 3 different.
Yeah, I can't wait to see these standings next week.
I bounce back this week, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that lead dog for a couple more weeks, man. You know what it is.
Hi, bro. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Feel better, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Yes, sir.